The sound of a main bearing seizing at 70 miles per hour is not merely a mechanical failure, it is the auditory signature of a $2 billion corporate hemorrhage that has shattered the one asset Toyota valued above all else, its reputation for invincibility. For decades the automotive world operated on a simple binary understanding that there were cars and then there were Toyotas, but the introduction of the V35A FTS twin-turbo V6 has violently recalibrated that reality, exposing a catastrophic lapse in quality control that traces its origins deep into the casting foundries of Japan and Alabama. This is not a simple recall, it is a forensic disaster scene where 102,000 engines have been condemned to death due to machining debris, microscopic metal shavings left inside the engine block during the manufacturing process, which circulate through the oil system like shrapnel through a bloodstream, eventually lodging themselves in the crankshaft main bearings, causing catastrophic seizure and potential fire risks. The scale of this failure is unprecedented in the history of the Tundra and LX platforms, effectively erasing the reliability equity built by the legendary 2UZ and 3UR V8 engines that preceded it. When Toyota announced the transition from the naturally aspirated V8 to the forced induction V6, the engineering promise was efficiency and torque, but the reality has been a nightmare of spun bearings and knocking connecting rods that sounds less like the future of trucking and more like a bag of hammers in a dryer. We are looking at a financial crater estimated at $2 billion because the remedy is not a software patch or a simple sensor replacement, it is a total engine replacement requiring the cab of the truck to be lifted entirely off the chassis, a labor-intensive open-heart surgery that dealerships are scrambling to accommodate. The root cause analysis reveals a shocking oversight in the cleaning process of the engine blocks, where debris from the machining of the crankcase was not adequately purged, a violation of the most basic principles of the Toyota production system, which historically prided itself on jidoka, or automation with a human touch to prevent defects. Now thousands of owners are left driving ticking time bombs, wondering if their next highway merge will be their last as the engine enters limp mode or locks up entirely, creating a safety hazard that the NHTSA has been monitoring with hawk-like intensity. The implications extend far beyond the immediate repair costs, affecting the residual value of every Tundra and LX 600 on the market, as the Toyota tax, the premium buyers pay for perceived reliability, evaporates in the face of widespread critical engine failures. Dealership service bays are transforming into graveyards for V35A engines, with technicians reporting backorders on long blocks and a logistical nightmare in managing the core returns, while customers are placed in loaner vehicles for months at a time, bleeding the corporate bottom line dry. This debris crisis challenges the narrative of Japanese manufacturing superiority, suggesting that in the rush to meet global emission standards and production targets, the meticulous attention to detail that defined the brand during the golden era of the 1990s has been compromised by cost-cutting measures or process failures. The specific failure mode involves the debris contaminating the oil journal, leading to oil starvation at the crank pins, causing the bearings to weld themselves to the crankshaft due to friction heat, essentially fusing the rotating assembly into a solid block of useless metal. This is a terminal failure. There is no additive or maintenance schedule that can prevent it once the debris is present. It is simply a game of Russian roulette played with connecting rods. The impact on the Lexus LX600 is perhaps even more damaging, as this is the flagship luxury SUV competing with the Range Rover and Cadillac Escalade. And for a vehicle costing upwards of $100,000 to suffer from a catastrophic engine seizure due to factory cleanliness issues is an unforgivable breach of the luxury contract. Investors are watching closely as Toyota allocates billions to cover these warranty claims, knowing that this capital is being diverted away from critical EV development and solid-state battery research, effectively stalling the company's future roadmap to clean up a mess from its internal combustion present. The psychological toll on the owner base cannot be overstated, as the Tundra was marketed as the ultimate tool for adventure and work, yet it now carries the stigma of fragility, forcing loyalists to look toward domestic competitors like the Ford F-150 Power Boost or the GM Duramax, which, despite their own issues, have not faced a systemic engine failure of this magnitude in recent years. We must also scrutinize the decision-making process that led to the delay in acknowledging the scope of the issue, initially dismissed as isolated incidents until the data became undeniable, forcing a total recall of the 2022 and 2023 model years, with spillover fear affecting 2024 buyers who worry the fix hasn't been fully implemented. The sheer logistics of replacing 100,000 engines is a supply chain nightmare, requiring the production of replacement units to be prioritized over new vehicle assembly, essentially halting growth to stop the bleeding. This is a scenario where the famed Kaizen philosophy of continuous improvement failed to catch a critical flaw before it left the factory floor, resulting in a reputation hit that may take a generation to repair. The visual evidence of these failures is undeniable, with teardowns revealing scored crankshafts and bearings reduced to glitter in the oil pan, a gruesome autopsy of engineering negligence. As we dig deeper into the part numbers and production dates, we see a scramble to update the block machining process, a tacit admission that the original methodology was fundamentally flawed. The question remains whether the replacement engines are truly free of debris, or if we are witnessing a band-aid on a bullet wound that will reopen as these trucks age. This investigation is not just about an engine, it is about the erosion of trust in the world's largest automaker, and the realization that even the giants can stumble when they lose sight of the microscopic details that built their empire. The V35A debris crisis will be studied in business schools for decades as a case study in how a single manufacturing oversight can cascade into a multi-billion-dollar liability, threatening the stability of a global icon. Every time a Tundra owner starts their truck, they are now listening for the knock, waiting for the failure, and questioning the wisdom of their purchase. And that doubt is the most expensive cost of all for Toyota.